yet. Anyway, this song, Cold Water, was recommended by Elizabeth. If you're still okay with Chinchilla, her non-video Cold Water is beautiful. There is a live, but the sound is horrible. It's beautiful, and no distractions with video. Okay, this way I can't get hung up on an outfit. I did respond. I'll get this one very soon in the next few days. I promise. I can't wait to see it. Thank you so much. And we have it sitting right here. As soon as I sent that message, I already put it here. And we're about to watch this and react to it, and we're gonna get down with it in real time. And then after that, I think we're all caught up. Other than I don't remember what that one was. What is this? I don't remember what this is. You know what? We'll do that after. Alright. Oh, since it's just this, we should probably grab the lyrics since there's nothing to really watch and I can just focus in on the Cold Water. Oh, cool. I just did that and now I can put it over here. And boop. And let's switch over to the reaction one so no one gets any annoying beeps and all that jazz. Here we go. Let's get into the news.
Had to make a decision and made it somehow. Never took to division, I still don't know now. And I lay down the choice, but it's easier to blame someone else. And I'm sorry that you were the victim of my wicked sin. Trust me with your beautiful heart, crush my heart away.
Whoa, okay, she got that took a turn I wasn't expecting. So the lyrics up to that point were, had to make a decision and I made it somehow. I've been hung up on that stuff before. One of the worst parts about being in management, okay, look, I'm about to go into an analogy that a lot of people aren't going to like, just because it's going to be video game based. I play a game called League of Legends a lot, and it's actually been the cornerstone of my channel for about 8 years. I've been known as League of Legends content creator, and then I kind of made a transition into doing reaction content along with that, and then I've slowed down on League of Legends because I've done a lot of shady stuff as a business. Riot Games did. But one of the things you learn in League of Legends is that, how do I explain this to you? All right, let's see if I can do this the Destiny style. Go into, no, I was going to go into Paint and draw a graph. Anyway, so let's say in League of Legends you have 4 teammates and 5 opponents. It can sometimes feel like you have 9 opponents at all times. One of the things you learn in League of Legends, especially if you try to climb in any rank, and the highest I got was Gold 2. However, I didn't have any problems climbing. I feel like I could have kept going, but I probably would have stopped probably at either Gold 1 or Platinum. Which still means nothing. It's still dog shit. Especially for someone who put that long and that much money into a thing. But I try to be a YouTuber, so the majority of my playtime was in normals with friends. Anyway. One of the things you learn when you try to improve at League of Legends, or anytime you talk to a coach or anything like that, they'll always tell you some of the same things. You can only control one character, okay? You can't control your 4 teammates, and you definitely can't control the 5 enemy teammates at any given time that you're playing the match. Now, there are optimal things that you can do in League of Legends. Like, you can break down the game, you can go over the information that's seen there, because it's a real-time strategy game where every decision you make matters. A lot of people say that the winner of a game isn't the one who made the best decision. The winner of a match is those who make the least amount of mistakes. One thing that's really important for higher ELO players to like relay to lower ELO players like myself, and they do a pretty good job at that. Still waiting for your cloud deep dive? I swear to God, dude, it's coming. It's coming, dude. I love Cloud with all my heart, dude, and I want to talk about the differences between Cloud and Zach Fair, and why there's such a huge contrast between them. and what those contrasts mean and how that can relate to a person. But something that you can learn about that is there is sometimes the optimal strategy in the game. Like if you're pushing for mid and 3 people on the enemy team are in bot lane and their jungler is one of them, and they still have their outer turret, it might be in your best interest to go rush Baron as a group, especially if you have an ADC that can output a lot of damage. Let's say no one does that, and your team moves to fight bot lane. The best move would be go do Baron. That is the optimal strategy. But that being said, if your team has made a decision, even if it is the wrong decision, sitting around and arguing about what the best decision to be isn't the play. You're talking about a game where every millisecond matters. So time wasted talking about the best decision could be a waste of time. What you should do is you should ping Baron, and if they move somewhere else, even if you think it's a mistake, you should move with them. The reason for that is because if you're together, your chances of like succeeding dramatically increase. A bad decision well executed is better than a good decision that was not thoughtfully done. If the team is not fully in for the Baron fight and you keep demanding the Baron fight, your team's going to go bot lane and potentially die, and that could throw the game and you could lose the match there. Even though you try to do the optimal play, nothing happened. Being frozen by doing what you think is best can be actually a negative thing for your life. Sometimes the best decision is to make a decision. It doesn't have to be the best decision of your life. One of the things that creatives have a hard time doing is starting a project, because they get in their own head so many times about what is the best way to put this video out there. What is the best way that I can like construe an argument? What is the best? Just do it. And then while you're doing it, fix it along the way. I know that doesn't sound like optimal in many people's lives, but like being stunned by a thought process of trying to come up with the best way to do something can take a lifetime. And that same being stunned in that environment is why people get stuck in a dead-end job, not willing to take risks or dive into something bigger than themselves. It's because they're trying to wait for the perfect opportunity or the perfect moment. You can't do that. Sometimes you have to make a decision, even if it feels impossible. Even if it is the wrong decision, you can sometimes pull out a victory from a bad decision. A decision well executed is far more beneficial to your life than a decision that is half-heartedly executed, even if one is more optimal than the other. Another way that you can relate this back to League of Legends is in a team fight, those that are looking for an exit in the middle of the team fight are going to perform worse than those that are looking to win the fight. If you're not committed to what you're doing, you are going to fall flat time and time again. When you make a decision, like you have to be willing to deliberate on that choice momentarily. You have a few seconds to make the decision, and then once the decision is made, you need to commit to the decision. It's not about best, it's not about optimal, it's about the fact that when you're there, you're present, you're giving it 100%. And then whenever you do that, any decision you make can usually turn into a victory. Wondrous things can happen. I often say the universe provides. It's one of my catchphrases. Whenever something bad happens, I say the universe provides, and I can find a solution through it. So when she says, I had to make a decision and make it somehow, that is reflective on people that are stuck in a situation where a decision is the only thing that you can do. The longer you wait, the more significant of a chance the decision will fail. But that doesn't mean rush into everything. You still have to be deliberate. You still have to think your way through it. But once the decision is made, you have to commit in all aspects of your life, not just through in video games. There's a reason why video games are used like this, is because you can apply what you learn in video games to everyday life. But the problem is many people don't do that. Many people hear video games and they're like, well, obviously a child's thing. No, there's deeper stuff here. Then the next line was, never took the division and I still don't know now. And I laid down the choice, but it's easier to blame someone else. That is so true. And again, that can be attributed to League of Legends. That's me. That's exactly me currently looking for the perfect time to quit my job. And I bet on myself for almost a decade now. Exactly. You ever guys see the movie Collateral? There's a movie called Collateral with Tom Cruise and Jamie Foxx. And Jamie Foxx in the movie has like a picture of like a beach somewhere that he wants to go and open a bar or something like that. And Tom Cruise sees it and goes, Oh, what's that? And he's like, oh, it's my future thing. This driving this taxi is a temporary thing for me. And he's like, oh, how long have you been driving taxis? And he's like 5 years. Okay, buddy, that's not temporary. Like if you could just go take out a loan, or you could set aside money, you could sacrifice things in the here and now to build up that currency to go do the thing you want to do. The problem is people fall into these loops and they dream of doing things, but then they never act on those dreams, and that's so dangerous. And to blame people, like so much of my life and the wisdom I'm giving you, I've developed from playing League of Legends, okay? I'm developed by trying to improve League of Legends. In League of Legends, like again, you can only control one character, so you're only responsible for one character. But if you're present in the game, there's a big chance that your actions are going to affect the game by and large. And if you look at other people to find fault in why you're losing the match, you're already playing the wrong game. You're playing the blame game. It doesn't matter where the fault is. It matters on how you're going to address the situation now. It's not about who's to blame for why we are where we are. What can you do better to facilitate the victory that you're looking for? So when she says something like, but it's easier to play the game blame, that's so true. It's so true that it's actually painful. So many of in our lives will look to other people to point out their flaws or their problems or their issues that are causing issues in our everyday life. It's beautiful that she's mentioning these things because these are messages everybody needs. And then she says, and I'm sorry that you were the victim of my wicked self. As I've said in a lot of the Ren videos, that we are all capable of doing great evil. Some of the times that evil is just being a shitty boyfriend or a shitty girlfriend or a shitty person to someone that you care about. And then she says, trust me with your beautiful heart. I like that. She's being self-reflective. She's not necessarily saying that she's good and she's not saying that she's bad. And she's still complimenting the person that's choosing to be with her. That's powerful stuff, man.
For you. Hope I'm not too late for you. For herself. Trust me with your beautiful heart. Cross my heart to wait for you. Hope I'm not too late for you. Kind of been a state for you. I'll keep on burning my pride. I know that I fucked last time. Baby, could I change my mind? Tell me if I crossed the line. I'll keep.
I love it. Again, the way that she uses bad words accentuates so much. Here we have multiple lines where none of those words were used. And then, cross my heart and wait for you. I hope I'm not too late for you. Kind of been a state for you. I'll keep burning on my pride. I know that I fucked last time. Maybe I could change my mind. Tell me if I've crossed the line. A beautiful sentiment. One, you should always check in with your significant other. Or even friends and family members if you're doing things that are already working against them. Hell, you can even do the same thing as a parent. One of the things that even Jordan Peterson used to teach people about was that it's hard for parents because parents have a really fucking hard job, okay? Teaching someone morals and thought patterns that are mixed with 50% of someone else can be a very challenging thing. And it's a thing I know nothing about other than being like catty corner too. The reason I say all of those things is because what Jordan Peterson used to say was, you have to have your kids do things that can teach you not to hate them. A sad reality is that in a majority of families, people let things run rampant and they let people do things that they just really don't like. And then eventually you can grow to hate aspects of even your children, which is crazy. But I mean, you see it all the time in psychology and stuff like that. It's so hard to like command them in a direction that makes them a standout person of society. You should be able to look at someone that you love or your family member or even a child and be proud of the things they do, not ashamed. But some of that filters in through your own ego, and some of that requires you to be reflective on yourself and fix aspects of who you are. Whoa, we just got a new subscriber. What's going on, Mr. Meyer? All right, let's get back into the news.
On jumping in high. If I cross the line, I'll keep on jumping.
This is like a chaotic song in a small way. It's so fast for how slow it is at the same time. Her vocal cadence is twice that of like the piano. So it almost has like this weird like offset that demands a deeper level of attention to it. It's actually kind of a cool contrast. I fuck with this a lot actually. Her voice as always is just gorgeous. Soft, it's powerful, and she does these cute little fucking powerful what are they called? I like to call them vocal runs, but I think that actually has a unique definition for what it's for. I could be misusing that title. But like the way that she can just bounce around and play within the pocket that she's trying to hold is just, it's outrageous, man. It's fucking talent. It's raw talent.
Has the fear that I'll hurt you put you on the fence? Have I swallowed your ego? Is it self-defense?
Has the fear that I'll hurt you put you on the fence? Have I swallowed your ego? Is it self-defense? These are very good questions to ask someone when you're entering a potential relationship or whatever might be happening like there. Because one, a lot of us use defense mechanisms to like shelter us from getting hurt. And that can be spawned from abusive relationships with like our parents, former lovers, hell, even friends or co-workers or people that just exist in the world, or hell, even strangers on the internet. You put on the fence, have I swallowed your ego? The idea that ego is a dangerous thing. We talk about it all the time in the video, so we don't need to go too deep into it here. All right. Oh, okay, and so she's going to do the chorus again. Let's jump right into it.
And I lay down the choice, but it's easier to blame someone else. And I'm sorry that you were the victim of my wicked self. Please don't take it to heart if I show you.
What a fucking odd mix-up that was, but it sounded like even the sound it did sounded like it was like interrupting the song. But I started hearing her voice change up right there, so this is about to get very interesting. Very interesting. Okay. What you got for me, my dear? It is a present for my ears.
Victim of my wicked self. Please don't take it to heart if I show you aggression. I'm fighting a fight in my head. So take it off and trust me with your beautiful heart. Trust my heart will wait for you. Hope I'm not too late for you. Kind of in a state for you. Oh, keep on burning my pride. I know that I fought last time. Baby, could I change my mind? Tell me if I cross the line. Oh, keep on jumping in cold, cold water. Maybe when I'm freezing, maybe then you'll lay down your head on my cold, cold shoulder. Trust me with the feeling, and trust me with your beautiful heart.
Oh shit. We're about to go ham as fuck, guys. I'm here for it. Let's see what she does. She's about to rip my ears apart. Let's go, girl. Last time you literally gave me a muscle spasm in my neck. What we got? What we doing?
Feeling, and trust me with your beautiful heart. I will follow you.
Ooh.
Give you every inch of my soul. I'll follow you till I'm made sure you know. I will follow you through high and through the low.
Chill. Holy fuck, dog. You don't have to go that ham. I'm sweating. All right, well, hold on. Okay, let's go back a little bit. We'll try that again. See if I can retain my composure. Like, dude, holy shit. All right, she might be beating Sam Tompkins. I think Clara could be entirely correct here, guys. Holy fuck, are you guys hearing this shit?
I will follow you. Give you every inch of my soul. I'll follow you till I'm made sure you know. I will follow you
Okay. I'll admit defeat. She's got better vocal chops.
Why do I
Slightly
have to be
better
at your
vocal chops than Mr. Tompkins. That was gangster. Oh, another one down. Wait, hold on. I don't know if this is...